It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Eagles and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, I know you're excited about this one. That's because it's shaping up to be the case for these QBs.
Kate, keep your eyes on the skies because that's where the offense and the fireworks are going to come from. We've heard from their teammates and coaches about the trust they have in these quarterbacks on the field to really steer these offenses. In a quarterback-driven league, that trust is essential to compete week in and week out. We should have a good one today.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
On third down, it's Hurts. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick, instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Cleats late this week. We'll see what he's done to address.
Big gain downfield. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From midfield now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with third and long. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. His pass caught by Nakua. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. First down, here's Swift. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it. It's an LA touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws.
That's grabbed inside the 30. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. They're working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense in the hurry up here. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for another Eagles. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They've got a man in motion. They'll hand it to him again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Chase Young bringing him down there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going 1 again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the puck. The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Short pass brought in. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down throwing for Hurts. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Hurts trying again on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Rams get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Slot receiver headed left. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun. Swift hauls it in. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
He's on the move. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Slide's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This return makes it up to the 25. Now Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pulled in along the sideline by Schultz. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Short pass. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Completed over the middle. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. It's the 2-minute warning now from the length. The Eagles driving. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Hurts throwing again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Hurts now from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hurts now on 4th. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pass play now. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Bradley Pinion on now to punt. Went for 48 with his 1st kick, and this one looks even better. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. On 1st down, Hurts. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Throwing it again here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
They are throwing it again. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. And this play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown! Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. That's incomplete left side. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying grounded with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Rams are set to punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And it's going to be their football coming up. Chased out to his right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Everybody rushing back to the line.
At the Rams' 47-yard line.
From the 47. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast. Handoff now out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On third down, it's Hurts. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Hurts looking to throw. Has it down close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And they steal it back on the return. And he drives this forward to the 6. If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? First and goal to begin this one.
73. Hey, Silver.
Hurts to throw. Has it in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. He gets this one in Nakua. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Running behind center with Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first, guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. The Rams are set to punt. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This one returned for 11 yards. And it'll be their football. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to throw, Hurts. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hurts throwing again. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense working quickly. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They go to Barkley again. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
34-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Hurts running the offense at max speed here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Barkley. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the 25-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes out to the left. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Hurts. Throw left side, caught by Schultz. And this is down all the way to the 3. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that makes it 2nd and goal. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. And he's gonna score, touchdown Philadelphia! The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles on to this lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And they steal it back on the return. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep running away with this. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself. But that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Another carry for him. And he's tackled for a short gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Looks like they will indeed try at 4th and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down around the 34. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles on the favorable end of this blowout. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They give it to him again. And he's got a decent gain before being First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.